What if I told you the undisputed king of compact cinema cameras is about to be dethroned by its own successor? For the past few years, the Sony FX3 has been the ultimate weapon for solo filmmakers, documentary crews, and digital creators. But the landscape has completely shifted. With rivals dropping absolute fire at ridiculous price points, Sony can no longer afford to play it safe. The Sony FX3 Mark II is real, it is coming fast. And the leaked specs we are looking at today are going to completely change the way you shoot video. Welcome back to TechVibe, where we bring you the cutting-edge tech news before the rest of the internet catches up. Today, we are diving deep into the highly anticipated Sony FX3 Mark II. If you are a filmmaker, a commercial videographer, or just someone obsessed with premium camera tech, you cannot afford to miss this. We are breaking down the massive sensor upgrades, the game-changing audio features, and one highly requested capability that might just make you sell your current camera right now. Make sure you stick around until the very end, because the rumored pricing and release timeline will dictate your next gear purchase. Let's get into it. Let's set the stage. When the original FX3 launched, it was a revelation. It stripped away the bulk of traditional cinema cameras, gave us incredible low-light performance, and delivered bulletproof autofocus. But here we are in 2026, and the competition is no longer sleeping. Nikon has been aggressively pushing boundaries with internal RAW and insanely competitive pricing. Canon is relentlessly updating its cinema line, and competitors have been offering open gate recording and incredible stabilization. For a fraction of the cost, Sony knows that simply bumping the resolution and calling it a day is not going to cut it for the high-end US and international markets. The FX3 Mark II needs to be a monumental leap forward. Recent registration leaks coming out of China under the exclusive FX prefix reserved for cinema line cameras confirm that a new model is in the final stages of the pipeline. Based on the factory locations and Wi-Fi 6 certifications, all signs point directly to the Mark II.So. What is the heartbeat of this new beast? The sensor is where things get incredibly exciting. Right now, there is a massive debate in the industry about whether Sony will push for a higher resolution 33-megapixel sensor to appease hybrid shooters or stick closer to their pure cinema roots. The strongest rumors point to a brand new 16-megapixel partially stacked full-frame sensor. Why is 16 megapixels actually the perfect sweet spot for video? Because true cinema cameras do not need massive megapixels. They need speed, massive dynamic range, and flawless low-light performance. A 16-megapixel partially stacked sensor gives you enough resolution for pristine, oversampled 4000 video, while maintaining those large pixels that literally drink in light. But the real magic here is the sensor readout speed. By utilizing a partially stacked design, Sony is aiming to virtually eliminate rolling shutter artifacts. If you shoot handheld, if you do whip pans, or if you track fast-moving action, the dreaded jello effect is going to be a thing of the past. There have even been whispers about Sony implementing a global shutter. While a global shutter would completely eradicate rolling shutter and flash banding, it traditionally comes at the cost of base dynamic range and low light performance. For a camera series famous for seeing in the dark, sacrificing that dual base ISO magic seems like a massive risk, making a blazingly fast partially stacked sensor the most logical and exciting path for true filmmakers. Now, let's talk about the absolute most requested feature by every single modern filmmaker: open gate recording. If you are creating content for high-end clients today, you know the struggle. Agencies want a horizontal 4000 cut for broadcast and a high-quality vertical cut for social media. Shooting standard 16:9 forces you to crop heavily, losing resolution and ruining your carefully planned framing. The FX3 Mark II is heavily rumored to finally introduce 3:2 open gate recording to Sony's compact cinema line. This means the camera will use the entire sensor to record video. In post-production, you can effortlessly reframe your shot, punch in, or extract both pristine vertical and horizontal crops from the exact same take. For solo operators and small production companies, this is a massive workflow multiplier. It saves time, it saves hard drive space, and it makes anamorphic lens workflows an absolute dream. Let's move on to the body and ergonomics. The original FX3 was praised for its cage-free design, but the Mark II is expected to refine this philosophy with major quality-of-life improvements. First up is the screen. The old flip-out screen was fine, but Sony has perfected their monitor design with the multi-angle, 4-axis tilting and articulating screen found on their recent high-end hybrid cameras. Having a screen that flips out, but also tilts directly on the optical axis, is a game-changer for shooting from the hip or rigging the camera on a gimbal. Furthermore, we are expecting to see an articulating electronic viewfinder, similar to the highly praised EV on the FX2. Having a high-quality EV that can tilt upwards makes low-angle shooting outdoors significantly easier, but the true powerhouse upgrades are happening under the hood. The FX3 Mark II will feature the next-generation BIONZ XR2 processor. This new chip isn't just about faster menus. It's about unlocking next-level AI autofocus capabilities. We are talking about subject recognition that predicts human poses, tracking subjects with terrifying accuracy even when they turn their back to the camera. This processing pipeline will be powered by the newly registered NP-SA100 battery. This is a massive deal. This new battery runs at a higher voltage, delivering improved efficiency and longer run times. But why the higher voltage? Because the FX3 Mark II needs the extra juice to power its new audio capabilities. Prepare to say goodbye to clipping your audio forever. The FX3 Mark II is highly anticipated to support internal 32-bit float audio recording. The camera is expected to launch alongside a new, cinema-grade XLR top handle that fully utilizes this technology. With 32-bit float, you do not even need to set your audio gain levels. Whether your subject is whispering or screaming, the dynamic range of the audio file captures everything flawlessly. In post-production, you simply normalize the track. For run-and-gun videographers, 32-bit float internal recording is the ultimate safety net. So, when can you actually get your hands on this camera, and how much is it going to hurt your wallet? Based on the recent regulatory filings out of China, which legally require products to be released within a specific window after certification, the Sony FX3 Mark II is targeted for an official announcement between late summer and September of 2026. As for the price, Sony knows exactly where this camera sits in the market. The original FX3 launched just under $4,000. Given the fierce competition from rival brands offering massive value, Sony cannot afford to artificially inflate the price. Industry analysts expect the FX3 Mark II to launch right around that same mark, potentially between $3,800 and $4,200. At that price point, considering the inclusion of an articulating screen, open gate recording, 32-bit float audio, and virtually no rolling shutter, it is going to sell out immediately. The Sony FX3 Mark II isn't just a simple camera update. It is Sony's aggressive statement that they still own the compact cinema market. But what do you think? Is a 16-megapixel partially stacked sensor exactly what you want, or are you holding out hope for a global shutter? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. If this video helped you plan your next gear upgrade, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the bleeding edge of technology. This is TechVibe, keeping you ahead of the curve. Until next time, keep shooting, stay creative, and we will catch you in the next video.